Hey, everybody, this is Lauren McCoy. I am an executive leader with Amari, and we are doing this Zoom for people who are bronze so that they know what it looks like to go from bronze to silver and gold. And we're going to talk about some things that you can be doing to grow your business at this stage. So, okay. So, going from bronze to silver and gold is it's no easy task, right? But with our growth that we're having right now with GBX Fit and the company momentum, there's so many good things coming this year too. And so this is something that takes consistency and some targeted activities. But what I want to show you guys first is a little bit about the structure and the requirements for the next two ranks ahead of you. So silver is 5,000 in volume and two Heart Wellness partners. So two people that you personally brought on as wellness partners going to Heart. So they need 750 in volume each. And then gold is 10,000 in overall volume and three Heart Wellness partners. So when you're going from bronze to silver and gold, you're increasing the number of structure legs that you need by one at each rank. And you're also increasing the rank that those people have to be by a rank. And so it's a little bit challenging because you're growing your structure in volume, but you're also helping develop leaders on your team too. And remember that you can utilize the placement suite to put people, as you have wellness partners sign up with you, you can place them in your organization to strengthen your legs. So someone can go to Heart without having 750 in personal volume. It's just overall volume. So it doesn't have to be their own orders and their own customers. You can help them rank to Heart by placing other wellness partners in that leg of your organization too. So what I recommend if you're bronze right now is to map out your goals, because having a specific target leads to you being much more likely to achieve your goal. So first, figure out what volume growth you need to go from bronze to silver. So the overall volume you need for silver is 5,000. Let's say right now your projected volume is 3,100. You would need 1,900. That would be the gap between your projected volume and what you need to go silver. So that tells me that you need about 19 new enrollments or new orders to go from bronze to silver. Because generally, a new enrollment, you can count on it being around an average of 100 in volume. We like to enroll people with the highest volume we can, but you're going to have some people that might say, oh, I just want Kids Mood, right? Because they just want Kids Mood for their fourth grader. Or maybe you'll have somebody come on board with a launch pack, and that would be like 400 in volume. And so we just divide by 100 as a rule. But in case you didn't know, you can see what your projected volume is on the report called Personally Enrolled Team. So when you log into your website and you click on Back Office, you can click on the report that says Personally Enrolled Team and see what your projected overall volume is for the month. And also calculate your structure growth needed. So think about the wellness partners that you already have in your organization. Be in it with them and know what their goals are, but also know that to go silver, you have to have two of those people at 750 in volume. And you know, they say run with your runners, and that's totally true in network marketing. You want to be checking in with the people on your team that are in the business with you and investing their time and effort in building with Amari too. But remember too that you can always help people. Sometimes, especially when people are starting their business, or maybe they signed up as a wellness partner because it was free and they aren't really invested in a business yet, you can do some things to help move them along. And we'll talk about that more later. But first, let's talk about working smarter, not harder, as you're trying to help people to have higher volume with their enrollment. So the first strategy is bundle and save. And this is the verbiage that I use personally when I am having somebody enroll. We've talked about their health needs. Maybe they came to me because they want Happy Juice or because they want the transformation pack. So what I will say is something like this. With this combo, you actually unlock up to 3 items at up to half off. I'd love to recommend some based on your needs. Can I ask you a few questions about your health needs? And so then I ask about sleep, digestive issues, weight loss, mental wellness. And I even list some specific things there because sometimes people will think, well, I haven't been diagnosed with depression, so I'm doing fine. But really, maybe they're struggling with feeling stressed out all the time or feeling angry all the time and not really knowing why. And just as a note, I do ask if somebody's struggling with mental wellness, I do ask if they're on SSRIs because those produce a lot of serotonin for people. And that's what our mood and sleep products do also. So just be cautious that if somebody's taking products, a lot of products alongside prescriptions that all produce serotonin, they might get too much of a good thing, which is not good. But Kids Mood is great for people that are on SSRIs, and so is Fundamentals, Happy Juice, all those other things. Okay, work smarter, not harder strategy 2 is to offer the Wellness Partner membership. So I offer the business to every person who I talk with about Amari, and especially when the Wellness Partner membership is free, right? Like it is right now. So here's the verbiage that I use for that. I don't want to assume, do you want to enroll as a customer or wellness partner? With our wellness partner program, if you had 5 friends try the products with you, you'd make $500 this month. Now, I'm very specific in that messaging with people because some people just don't understand the income potential with network marketing and with Amari specifically. So, they might think you make $100 a month from 10 customers. Like people just truly don't know how we're compensated here. So, saying this can open the door to a conversation. And even if they don't enroll as a wellness partner right out of the gate, you've gone ahead and planted this seed so that when they do have great results on the products, they're so much more likely to be open to sharing because they know how lucrative this is for them or that it could be for them. So just answer any questions they have about the compensation plan. If you're not comfortable yet answering those questions, get them in a chat with your sponsor. Because I know a lot of people go bronze mostly just building a large customer base. For people that have a lot of influence, they might put themselves out there and have a lot of people enroll with them as customers. So they themselves might still not feel comfortable talking about the compensation plan. So use your sponsor if that's the case for you. And use third-party tools too. The app is full of awesome videos like the invitation to the mental wellness revolution. Our March to a Million video is one that I'm using for people who are more purpose-driven, who just want to learn more about the company's culture and that kind of thing too. And strategy 3 is to offer financial wellness packs. So if someone is enrolling with me as a wellness partner, I always tell them about the financial wellness packs. And here's what I say. Since you're enrolling as a wellness partner, I'm going to tell you about our financial wellness packs. I don't ask them, I just tell them that that's what I'm going to do. Because it's my responsibility to make sure they're signing up. And since they're signing up with me, that they know all of the options. So I show them to everyone who signs up this way because they come with the deepest discounts and some great perks. And this is the only time you can get those perks. And so just depending on the conversation, sometimes I'll show them the graphic that has the 3 listed and I'll say, do any of these look like a good fit for you? Or I'll just recommend one based on what I've talked with the person about. I'll say, based on your health needs, I'd recommend this one. Does this look like something you want to take advantage of today? And in March, I sold a starter pack and I sold an entrepreneur pack because I followed this system with every person. I didn't even have 5 enrollments last month, but I did sell a starter pack and I did sell an entrepreneur pack. So you can really, if you're utilizing this with people, it really can help build your business. And people that buy those packs are so much more invested. They've already got Panama trip points. They spent the money. They're ready to see a return on that investment. They're ready for you to walk them through the launch plan. So some things that I suggest you do daily at this stage in the game with your business: definitely take great care of your customers and use Penny to help you with that. I hated Penny when we first got that app because there was definitely a learning curve with it for me. But now I truly do use it all the time. I usually do Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and it keeps me on track with my customers. So I really do recommend using that app, even if it can be a little frustrating to learn in the beginning, because Penny tells you when to check on your customers and why. It'll say like, oh, their subscription's due in 5 days, or oh, they've been on the products for 2 weeks. You should see how they're doing. It's just very specific. Taproot your customers and launch your wellness partners. So work with the people you already have in your organization. Taprooting your customers, there's a great guide on Purpose Driven Leaders, our team page. And taprooting just means that you are basically asking your customers to make a post and to share about the health journey that they're on. And one of my enrollments so far in April, my only one so far in April, is from taprooting. It's because a customer shared and their friend wanted to try the products too. So you just never know when somebody's going to share and they'll have someone who's interested. And then you're not leaving any connections on the table. You're really going through your customers. And my customer doesn't want to work a business, but maybe their friend does. Maybe their friend will enroll with me and go bronze next month. You just never know. That's kind of the exciting part of this business. And launching your wellness partners. Be really intentional about your people that are going through the 11-day launch. That means tagging them in the post, in the launch plan. And once people get through the launch plan, make sure you're kind of checking in with them regularly too and seeing what you can do to support them. Social media. So talking in your stories is great. Putting screenshots of your customers' great results is awesome. And if you don't have a lot of those yet, talk with other people on your team to get screenshots of testimonies that are coming in, because I'm sure you can fake a screenshot, but it's just an easy way to put something in your stories that's very authentic to people and very on the fly. You don't have to pretty it up. And then put polls on it too. Today in my stories, I shared about a kids mood test or a kids pack testimonial. And then at the end, I put a poll that said, do you want to learn more about our March to a Million and to see more testimonies like this? So it does not have to be anything fancy. Post and engage with people who you would most like to join you, or who you might think would be great candidates for our products that could really use them. Do your power-based reach outs if that's something that you feel comfortable doing. And if you feel stalled out where you are, power-based reach outs are a great thing to do. And then also check your virtual office and support your team. We'll talk in just a minute about some reports that I use in my back office. So personally sponsored team, that report shows your own projected volume as well as your wellness partners. So if you have a wellness partner or two on your team already, or maybe 3 or 4, you can look at their projected volume to see how close they are to their next rank up too. I do use 4 different reports for celebrating my team and their accomplishments as the month goes on. And Power of One tells you when people have earned that incentive and gotten their free product for the month. Me and 3, you want to utilize that toward the end of the month. And the Focus on 5 report to see how close people are to those bonuses. Because the last thing you want is for somebody to be one order away from their Focus on 5. Like, it hurts so bad when somebody has 4 out of 5, right? You want them to get their 5th person. And I also use the upcoming rank advancement report to see who's really close to hitting their next rank. My other suggestion as far as social media goes, if you are not yet talking about the business, it's so important to talk not just about the products, but about what the opportunity can do. And I love this graphic. These are ideas by Megan Boggs, who's a servant leader on our team. And she talks about, these are ideas that you can use as like launch pads to talk about the business and why things are different here. The other thing is, if you are not comfortable posting about the business yet, then really follow people on social media who are talking about the business. So people that come to mind, I talk about the business a lot. Jen Venata talks about the business, Megan Boggs, really people who are, posting about the business. They're a lot of the times the ones who are building a massive team. Because if you never talk about the business, it's very unlikely that people will join you in the business. You'll have customers who might catch the vision, right? And join. But if you're never talking about the business, it is very rare for you to enroll someone in the business. The other suggestion I would have is to follow the account No Shame Sales Game on Instagram, as well as Kristen Boss. I think her username is the Kristen Boss. Those 2 accounts fire me up about the network marketing industry more than any other accounts out there. So make sure you're following voices that resonate with you in the direct sales space, because that will get you fired up and give you some inspiration. So I am going to stop recording so we can do our Q&A.